Hi, this is Taylor Layton here. Um, gonna present my final project, which is a service exchange application. If there's a break in talking, it's because my microphone randomly turned off. For some reason, when I'm recording, it doesn't seem to think that I'm using my microphone. Anyway, let's start it up. So in the application, you will enter your name and your phone number, and then you will offer a service to another person, such as tech and IT, and you will request a service in exchange, such as cooking. When you register, it'll say register successfully. Once you are matched, you will receive a text message to the number provided. Thank you. Now, when somebody else enters something in, um, let's say Billy Bob enters in some stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they offered cooking and then wanted IT in exchange, they would end up being matched with me. Same thing, message. Now behind the scenes, it will say, or it's match Taylor Layton with Billy Bob, and then it sends a text message to each of the users saying who they were matched with. Now this is just a simulation of the code that would send out a text message. I don't really have that ability, but yeah, that's what that's for. We also have input validation, such as, or we're, yeah, such as if I typed in a number here, it would say invalid name. For the numbers, if I typed in a letter, it would say invalid phone number. If I typed in too many numbers, if I typed in too little numbers, etc. So yeah, that's basically how the application works. It matches people with the service that they offered to um, the service that is wanted for somebody else, and vice versa. So now let's go into the code. So the application, here, let me start that back up. The application GUI, I use Swing, and I added a logo. That's what the SEA red is right there. We have JLabels, JText fields, the JLabel, the text field. We have the combo box and the label, basically for drop downs of the services. We also have an action listener, which basically takes the stuff that's entered in and also and then it also does the name validation and phone number validation here. That's what these methods are down here. And then after it is submitted through the action listener, it creates a person object. So then we have a person here, gets their name, phone number. It stores their name, phone number, skill offered, skill wanted. It also does a local date and time, because then it goes to the queue manager and puts them in order based on when they submitted their application or their registration. And it will count the users, and every 2 users that get entered in, it will check to see if there's any matches in the wait list. And after it matches it, somebody gets matched, it removes them from the wait list. After they're submitted, the matching happens using insertion sort, um, which basically starts with it will start with the second person. The algorithm starts with the second person in line, and because it assumes that the first person's already in the right place. And then it will compare and insert the it basically this person will then be compared with the one that was before him. And if he has a lower skill level than the person before him, they swap places. And this process basically keeps going until everyone is in the place that they are supposed to be in. And it repeats for the next person until uh, the process continues basically until the last person is reached. So, and then tester here. Oh, we have service type. This is where the mapping is that basically takes the string of the skill and assigns it to a number, um, which is used in the insertion sort. And then we have a tester here, and if we run the tester, it will kind of show how it works in the background. So if you have somebody named Han added, it will increase the size of the queue to 1. Leia's added 2. Luke 3. And then Chewbacca gets added to the queue, and it ends up finding that Luke and Chewbacca match. So it will remove them from the list, which that's 4 people before they were moved, and now they only have 2 and the queue size anymore. And again, it sends a text message once they're matched. Same thing, it'll keep going. And Vader's added. Now the queue size is 3. 3PO's added 4. R2 5. And then Kenobi's added, and they're at 6. And at 6, it checks and it sees that R2 and Han are a match. And it sends the text messages and it subtracts them from the 6 that were in the queue. And now there's only 4. The reason not R2 and Han matched would be because they're um, because Han wanted or was offering cooking and wanted DIY in exchange. R2 was offering DIY and wanted cooking in exchange, and it used the integer that was mapped to that service to go through the insertion sort algorithm, and it found that they matched. And that's basically the application. I think that covers everything. Yeah, it's kind of a simple application, simple GUI, but yeah, it matches users that want to exchange services. Thank you.